Yo, what is going on, boys? So, this is playoff round 3, but welcome to another episode of Brandon Tom's Road to Glory. I appreciate you guys for coming. Okay, so we pretty much demolished Peachtree City round 1 or round 2 of the playoffs. This is the last step before the state championship. Sorry. Oh, okay. Damn, if you would have picked up the block, if Ostrander would have picked up that block, I think that's a touchdown. Off rip. Yeah, last week was pretty much light work for Brandon. We threw a pick we shouldn't have thrown, but you know, that's life. Okay. 4 verts, 1st and 10. Okay, let's open it up then. Let's draw blood. There you go, Hal. Good pickup. Feeling pretty confident. Brandon got the offer last week from Alabama. Big offer. Something to think about. Competing with Mac Jones, maybe, and Bryce Young. Who knows? Watch out. Ooh, that's you. Wise Becker. Beautiful. Is he gonna bite? He bites. I'm taking it inside. Ooh. Big boy fell for the ankles. I think we just watch. I don't know. I think we watch Bennett and we watch Wisebecker. I kind of want to send Ostrander inside just to get that corner away from the outside of the end zone. Yeah. I'm gonna send him on a slant route inside. Wisebecker should have this open to himself. He does. Easy money. Yes, we made it look easy. I know. Okay, here we go. A read. I hate these reads when the defense is stacked to that side. I really do. But I'm pretty sure. What are they in the 3-3-5? I'll go for it. Okay, he bit. That was so weird for when the corner really fell for it. He was watching the running back the whole time. Syria, I'm thinking about turning you upfield. What you think? I'm turning him upfield. Let's go for it. Lob it. Easy money. That boy had more speed. He could have ran under it. Just took it into the end zone. 6 for 6, 83 yards. Similar situation, but we've got the free safety back there. I'm pretty sure they're going to be in zone. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave click to block. All right, bet. Damn. Almost. That's you. Wise Becker. I was never going to hand it off. I'm not going to lie to you. It just looked too good. It just looked too good. Too good to be true. I think it might be. Easy money. No competition. I'm not going to lie to you. I really hope coach doesn't pull us out of this game. I want to stack up the recruiting points. And I just want to stay on a hot hand going into the state title. I really do. We're destroying competition right now. I don't want to lose that momentum. Oh, coach calling a timeout. Okay, coach. Getting aggressive. Got a screen for Hal. Pick it up. This should be easy money. Easy money for you, Hal. There you go. Beautiful. Yo, Hal is such a versatile back, man. Like, receiving, running. Okay. I want to send Win straight down the field. Syria, you're going up. I'll dump it off to Wilson if it looks shaky. It doesn't. That's you. Whew. Oh my God, if he didn't step out, boy. Okay. That's you. I see. Easy money. 10 for 10. Perfect. Okay. Make it easy. Pick up. Oh my gosh. I want to audible out of this. Ooh, interesting play call. There you go, Syria. Ooh. I tapped it too. I wonder what would have happened if I would have bullet passed it. I didn't mean to tap it. Punch it in. Easy money. So Brandon got pulled pretty early, but we 42 skunked the Dublin Wildcats. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I thought everybody wanted to play for a state title, but I guess when you're going up against the Valdosta High Wildcats, what can you do, you know? So we got the offer coming in from Ohio State University. We knew we were going to get it, and this made it official. I love it. And these schools are interested in us at quarterback. So we've got the West Virginia Mountaineers, Texas Longhorns, and TCU Horned Frogs. I just don't know. This would be the same situation as Ohio State, as Clemson. But how do you not protect? How do you not take the offer from Texas though? Like, how do you not? I mean, TCU would probably be my second choice, but I'm gonna go with Texas on this one. Yo, I just want to say, if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm just giving you a heads up, a warning. I understand if you don't want to watch this part, but I'm just gonna be rambling about the school choices and where I think Brandon should go. Like I said, I'm gonna be rambling, so if you don't feel like watching, if you don't feel like listening, if you came here for just the gameplay, I completely understand. If you made it this far, thank you. And yeah, I'm gonna stop. I'll stop rambling before my rambling. All right, see you guys in the next one. Yo, what is going on, boys? So this is my 5th time making this part of the video. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not going to be short. I've tried to make it as short as possible, but I think everything I got to say is, I mean, it's cool information. I'm not saying it's pivotal, it's important. If you want to stay, you can stay. If not, I appreciate your time anyway. But basically what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have a recruiting board conversation. That's what I'm calling it, a recruiting board conversation. And I've compiled a list from all the schools that offered us. I've compiled the top 8 schools that I think would be a great fit for Brandon. And the first time I did this, I went through the list and I went school by school, and that's going to take entirely way too long. I've tried that. I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch me talk for 13 minutes. So what I did, what I decided to do next was I wanted to separate it by situation. I feel like that'd be easier for us to get through. And the 2 situations I have is quarterback competition and potential freshman starting jobs. So disclaimer, let me get this out the way early. If you have a school that I don't mention on this list or is not already on this list that you feel like Brandon would be a good fit for, or Brandon should play for, please make your argument in the comments. I'll read it, I promise. I'll take it into consideration. I do value you guys' opinion. So make sure if you have somewhere you think Brandon should go, or a school you think would be a good fit for Brandon, let me know. So the first 6 schools, Ohio State, Georgia, USC, Tennessee, Wisconsin, Mississippi State, those are all quarterback competitions. So if Brandon goes there, he's fighting for a starting spot, or he's going to be the backup. Like there's no escaping it. School like Ohio State, there's no escaping it. Justin Fields, you don't bench Justin Fields with the year that he had last year and say we're going to trust this inexperienced freshman and bench Justin. It just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? They're investing in Justin. He's their guy. He's going, this is his last year at Ohio State, I'm pretty sure. And he's going to go to the draft and he's going to try to win a national title before he does so. And he gives them the best chance. He knows the playbook. He knows the schemes. He knows exactly what the coaches want. Let him play, you know. So Justin Fields is going to be that starting guy. Then you look somewhere like Georgia and in Mississippi State. Those are 2 places where seniors are transferring into that school. So Jamie Newman and CJ Costello, I mean, I think those are quarterback competitions that you can win. I think the Georgia one is going to be a hard stick. I think it's going to be hard to win that one, just in the sense that you want the experience, right? So you brought Jamie Newman in, and you're hoping that the year that he's here, he brings some versatility that you lost when Justin Fields left, that you can kind of open up your playbook, play around some new schemes, some new looks, but also kind of stay true to yourself. He's got an arm, not a cannon, but you know, he's a pretty good quarterback. So I think you sit there and you say, okay, well, let the senior start the first 3 games. Depending on how that goes, or the first couple of games, if he loses a game, then, you know, we have to start thinking about the future, because you can only lose about 1 game in this climate of college football before you're out of the chances of a college football playoff bid. So in that sense, if he loses a game, if he gets injured, you bring Brandon in, and I think it's a pretty good chance that Brandon can win that starting job at Georgia. I don't think Jamie has any advantage that Brandon doesn't, other than experience in college football as a quarterback. That's pretty big. But other than that, as far as playbook, as far as impressing the coaches, I think Brandon can do that. So, I feel like that's a good spot if we want to go there. USC, Tennessee, and Wisconsin are places where, I don't know, USC's playbook is kind of limited. I really feel like even Georgia as well. I feel like in situations where you're going to Wisconsin, USC, or Georgia, the playbooks are more catered to a run style offense, or just kind of not really catered to dual threat quarterbacks like Brandon. But at the same time, I think he's a unique talent, and I think he can make something shake anywhere he goes. So I like those looks. I see we're approaching. We're 4 minutes in, so I'm gonna try to speed through this a little bit faster. And just to go back to mention Mississippi State, I do feel like it's the same situation as the Georgia Jamie Newman spot, where you got to choose talent over experience if you want to pick Brandon. If you feel like, most schools, I feel like in this situation would, there's a chance there's a Tua and Jalen situation where Tua comes in and saves the day, or Tua gets the nod over Jalen and he comes in and is the guy from that point on. That can definitely happen for Brandon. But in the grand scheme of things, I think Mississippi State is obviously going to be an easier job to grab than Georgia. And with Mike Leach coming over to Mississippi State with CJ Costello, CJ's got an arm. Brandon doesn't have a cannon. But I think that Mike Leach will change that offense in a more of an air raid style offense like he had at Washington State. And I think from that point, you'll see which quarterback can shine just based on what they can do. And I think Brandon, as a dual threat, you spread the offense 4 or 5 wide in an air raid offense, and you're going to see some possibilities you didn't think you could see, with Brandon being able to pick up the yards with his leg, with the defense being that spread with his legs. So that's why I pretty much feel Tennessee, Wisconsin, you're in the same situation there, where I think Brandon beats those guys talent-wise. I think Brandon sits there and you trust him as the quarterback of the future. I don't think you bench your guys to begin with. They're both seniors. I believe Tennessee's quarterback is a senior. But I think that Brandon can win those jobs. I'm just going to be honest with you. I think they lose a couple of games they shouldn't lose, and Brandon's the starting quarterback from that point on. Potential freshman starting jobs is the other way I've categorized this, right? So those schools include Washington State, Virginia Tech, and everybody else on this list. So everybody else on this list is places where I think Brandon can start to begin with. Washington State, new coach coming in. Virginia Tech is a place where, you're in ACC, you want to compete with somebody like Clemson, you want to compete with the Florida States, North Carolinas, the Miamis, even though Florida State's in a kind of off slump these recent years. But you still got to respect the names, you got to respect the households. And if you want to really compete and win, you take the number 4 recruit in the country and you let him start for your football team. And I think he changes that around, especially in a place like Washington State with the Pac-12. You got to make a name for yourself. There's no school right now in the Pac-12 that is kind of running the table to be. The Pac-12 is just not there. They have the talent. They just beat up on each other a little too much. Ohio State can kind of withhold the pressure in the Big Ten for the most part to kind of solidify itself as the front runner every year. That seals the deal for that Big Ten spot in the college football playoffs. But the Pac-12 doesn't have that. You look at a school like Oregon. I think they lost to Arizona State last year. That they shouldn't. You shouldn't lose that game. You know what I mean? Like, that's a game like that stops you from being in the playoffs. Schools like Utah, USC. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? Because California has so many recruits coming out of it every year. You would think they could just easily just put together a school somewhere. USC, UCLA, San Diego State. Even though they're not in the Pac-12, you would just think that they could string something together. Stanford, California, but it hasn't happened yet. And I think if you want something, I think if you need that's X factor talent to take your team there, you get a guy like Brandon Time and you let him play 3 or 4 years of college football, and I think he brings you a national title. But that's going to do for this tidbit. If this was just too much rambling, if this was just too much nonsense, you don't want to see this, let me know. If you've made it this far, I really do appreciate it. I enjoyed talking like this. I enjoyed rambling to you guys about, just giving you some insight on what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Like, this is our Road to Glory series. So I want to be transparent with you as far as why I think Brandon should go where he goes. And I'm going to stop rambling here. If you have any other potential landing spots, please put in the comments. All right, boys, I'll catch y'all in the next the game.